Oke, perkenalkan nama saya adalah Winnie Apriliani 1951049. I will explain the concept of private international law. And I explain according to expert of Professor R.H. Grafson. They said the conflict of laws of private international law is the branch of law which deals with cases in which some relevant fact has a connection with another system of law on either territorial or personal grounds, and may on that account raise questions as the application of one or the appraisal alternative. And next, Professor Gigi Softplan say that private international law is one set of the rules governing civil law relations that contain international elements and legal relations that have links with foreign countries. And three, Professor Mokhtar Kusuma Atmaja, they said point of view that private international law is the wall law and principle that regulates civil relations that cross national border. Last, Professor Sunaryati Hartono, his opinion that private international law regulates every legal event or relationship that contain foreign element both in the fields of the public law and private law, because the essence of the private international law is the intercourse of the international community. Private international law can actually be referred to as international relationship law. So in general, it means that private international law itself is the entire rule and legal decision that determines which law will be applied in the event of a dispute between two or more persons with different nationalities. Private international law question in which jurisdiction disputes must be relevant, which law will be used in resolving these disputes, and how foreign laws are enforced. The dispute referred to include matters of marriage, divorce, child custody, trade contracts with foreign parties. And now in this opportunity, I will enter material about the story of private international law. The history is quite long. In fact, it has been around for several hundred years. For example, as in the Civil era. In early development in private international law can be considered as a dynamic field of law and always evolves to adapt to development in the needs of modern society. However, private international law cannot be considered as a new field of law that only grew in the 20th century, because the principle and patterns of thinking of private international law could already be found and grow in the community during the Roman Empire, along with the growth of Western culture in mainland Europe. In the history of the development of private international law, it seems that trade with foreigners who gave birth of the legal principle in ancient Roman times are problems that arose a result of the relationship between the Roman and foreign merchants, where then the law used by judges was basically the law applicable for international relations and was later called ius gentium. Like ius civil, ius gentium also contains rules which can be categorized into ius praevitium and ius publicum. Ius gentium, which become part of ius praevitium, developed into private international law. Meanwhile, ius gentium, which is part of ius publicum, has developed as into public international law. Some of the principles of private international law that have grown and developed at this time are are modern are 1. The principle of lexi recitae or lexite, 2. The lex domicili, 3. The lex loci contractus. And next, the growth period of the personal principle. At the end of the 6th century, the Roman Empire was conquered by the barbarians from Europe. The former territory of the Roman Empire was occupied by various ethnic groups which differed genitally from one another. The position of the civil becomes less important because each of these ethnic groups still applies their personal, family, and religious life in the area they occupy. Next, several principles of private international law were developed, which were made on the basis of genetic principle, including the principle which stipulates that the law applicable in every case or legal dispute settlement process in the personal law of the defendant. And next, the principle states that the ability to carry out the personal legal action is determined by the personal law. The capacity of the parties to own agreement must be determined by the personal law of each party. The inheritance process must be carried out based on the personal law of the inheritor. Transfer of property right over property must be carried out in accordance with the law of the transferor party. And next, settlement of case regulated action law. The law must be carried out based on the law on the part of the perpetrator of legal act. And last, the legalization of the marriage must be met based on personal law on the part of the husband. Growth of the territorial principle. In the territorial period, it was divided into 2 regions. 1. Grow in the northern Europe, in this region in Germany. The social units that were under feudal rule tended to apply their law exclusively to whoever was in their territory. In other words, in feudalistic atmosphere like this, there was no recognition of parents' right. And next, grow in the southern Europe, the transformation from personal genealogical principle to territorial society also occurred in the southern European region, but was caused by the growth of the trading cities in Italy. Development of the theory of the state in Italy with the increasing intensity of integrity in Italy turns the principle of territory. The growth of the state of the theory in Italy was actually initiated by a post-glossy figure, namely a Corsi, who proposed the following idea: if someone who came from the certain city in Italy is sued in another city, then he cannot be prosecuted on the basis of the law of the other city because he is not the legal subject of the other city. This idea later attracted attention and further research by Bartolus de Sassoferrato, who later became very well known as the organizer of the state of theory because his theory is considered as the first theory to approach problems of dispute law methodically and systematically. Next, the development of state theory in France. In the 16th century, the province of France had their own legal system called coutume, which was essentially the same as a state. Due to the disservice of the coutume and the increasing threat between provinces, the legal conflict between provinces are increasing as well. Next, the state theory in the Netherlands. The theory of Regina was apparently followed by Dutch legal scholars after liberation from the Spanish colonial period. The basic principle is the starting point in the theory of the Dutch state is the exclusive for the sovereignty of the state in the